down. Oh, I have to swap those scores, sorry. He's currently down 1 in the series. It's the loser's bracket, and he's on his last life. It's gonna be Invasion's Harstem.
In the bottom right, as the blue Protoss, it's PtitDrogo.
Do you know what the clan name is?
Noy Blanche or whatever?
Yeah. I was seeing.
Do I get a point?
I don't know if you said it right or not. I'm sure Aramy or TKL or any of those guys will let us know on Twitter.
I'm not French, I'm sorry.
Shout out to Blasted, by the way. Blasted101, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months, half a year. Nice. Are you excited to sleep when you're done, since you didn't sleep at all last night?
You know, I am not that tired really anymore. I think I've hit my second wind or whatever, but my throat is really sore from I guess casting almost every single day. I got Friday off, which is nice, but being really hot because AC was broke and yelling at people for being bad at Mafia. So
I could just see you getting super aggro, like.
I'm really not that bad.
Everyone else is trying to have like a fun time, and you're like, yo, no, you're not supposed. You don't know that.
No.
There's no way you
no
could know that.
Mafia like that. No one plays Mafia like that. No. I'm not like that type of person. Though I know one of my friends is. But I wanted to be a role for we played 7 games. I was never freaking role. I was so mad, and then I finally get Mafia, which I didn't really want either. But fine, that's more interesting than just regular Village. And immediately, our first Mafia gets killed with a vigilante shot, and then the cop picks me as a red mark, so I just have to give up and die. And I'm like, this is the stupidest game. I hate life. I want to sat in a corner because dead people can't speak. Dead people can't complain.
I played my first version of that actually. I was playing the StarCraft one with Tiger Lily and Naniwa and Desro and such, and I am quite bad at that game. I think I was like the bodyguard or something, but I got killed the second night. I
really don't know how to play a StarCraft 2 version, because I remember trying to.
Well, the town lynched me. Like, I didn't do anything wrong, but they're like, you must be Mafia. I'm like, guys, duh, I've been through this once already. My friend sent me to jail.
I don't understand StarCraft 2, the arcade version. I don't understand Forum Mafia. I kind of understand, Skype and Zoom Mafia, but even then, that's kind of because you can't have side conversations and stuff, real life Mafia or dead. And actually, my friends asked me if we were gonna have one at our event, and I was like, I didn't consider it, but it would be cool if a lot of people that wanted to would want to. So I guess let me know if you guys are really into real life Mafia. I swear I'm actually not that bad of a player.
Well, I'm just gonna say we're gonna have to keep that off the venue. StarCraft. No, actually, that'd be cool. We could do something where on the 3rd night while we're doing Takedown or something. You guys just as everyone's clearing out of the venue, you keep 10 people back and do a Mafia game or something. It's
usually what happens. Everyone who's waiting for their flight. Oh, Stalker's gonna die. Everyone's waiting for their flight the next morning or the next 4 hours at night or something. Just go around a hotel lobby.
Wrong again, Zombie Grub.
Whatever.
So I'm wondring. A little bit of excitement here while we wait for the game to shape up. Wait, did Drogo actually scout that Harstem went to Stargate? No. So if Drogo goes for his own Oracle, this actually is a really sucky game. If he goes Phoenix, Drogo almost automatically wins.
Harstem goes Stargate a lot. I don't even watch that much Protoss, and I know that Harstem does it a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was a Phoenix, but nah, it's an Oracle, so... do you think he could change his mind? Do you think he just is it always better to go with the Oracle? Oh, he changed his mind. Now I know, in case I ever play PvP.
We were trying to figure out if Legacy of the Void has more energy than the Oracles, right?
Yes, we were.
Those spawn with 50. I noticed this one came into the base with 42. So does that mean that there's definitely less here in HOTS?
Dude, my gut says yes. Even when I was complaining about those Oracles in the last game versus Bunny, I was like, this isn't...
Oh!
It's gonna be Phoenix Wars! Woo!
This would actually be completely unacceptably bad from Drogo if this was a situation where Harstem was doing anything other than his own Phoenix. But because, yeah, it's going to be making them at a rate of 2-to-1, he is going to hard shut down Harstem's build if Harstem is going to force himself to dedicate to the Phoenix. Now, there's a chance you get a couple of... We've talked about this. Feedbacks actually look pretty cool. Stalkers as well. But nothing quite does what a Phoenix does when it comes to maneuverability.
Well, as Harstem realized what it is yet, though.
Well, yeah,
he's a Phoenix, but it's hallucinated.
Yeah, Harstem has seen one of the 2 Stargates, not the second one.
Harstem is not that bad with Phoenix versus Phoenix. Again, he goes Oracle openings a lot, Stargate opens a lot. So eventually he has to play a couple of games that are... Oh, they're making a circle! Oh my god!
Coordination.
That's freaky. But you know, eventually he's got to play a couple of games that are Phoenix versus Phoenix, even though it is one of the rarest ways to play PvP, I guess ever. So
Roddy did something cool. I can't remember, what did Roddy do? I remember he did something where he was behind on the Phoenix 4s, and then brought it back and got ahead really quickly.
He got...
Was it Anion Pulse Crystals?
Yeah, he got Anion Pulse Crystals.
Okay, so that's a possibility here that Harstem's thinking about.
Yeah, so like Anion Pulse Crystals is really weird because usually like versus mutas, like suddenly mutas like are just like out, like they suck, right? And that should technically happen with Phoenix Wars, but if Phoenix is getting a range of each other, it doesn't matter. So if you're like too quick on the withdrawal, and you don't run away fast enough, then they still have, you know, the range to kill you, and you still have the range to kill them, you know? So it can be a huge difference maker, or it can kind of be like a surprising wash.
Well, we see which direction it goes. At the same time, as unlikely as it is, I'd love to see something really silly like carriers. But most likely this is just strictly for Anion Pulse Crystal upgrade. Now, Harstem does have a fair amount of Phoenix sitting inside of his base. The counts are currently 9-12. Not in the favor of Harstem.
Yeah. It's an overcharge and 1 or 2 stalkers until you get the Anion Pulse Crystals. And if he gets there, then PtitDrogo has to basically rely on getting within his own range, like actually pouncing on top of the Phoenix, or buying enough time to get his own Anion Pulse Crystals, which he does go for.
So it's kind of cool. You don't see a lot of Sky Toss anymore, just like straight up, much less have it be the focal point of a PvP, but I like this.
Yeah. 2011 Pro League was pretty...
Oh no, is it for me?
It's TKL.
Oh, thank God. I mean, that sucks because I like TKL, but...
Was it 2011 or 2012?
It's not me, so thank God.
Well, either way, there was a year of Pro League where everyone was freaking Protoss, so... This was somewhat popular. But still, in the grand scheme of things, Phoenix vs. Phoenix was, it's probably been played less than Muta vs. Muta in PvP.
They didn't have any Pulse Crystals back in Wings of Liberty, did they? Wasn't that the Void Ray upgrade or whatever?
Haha, you might be right. I think they might have included that for...
I don't remember if that was HOTS or not.
No, I think it was because Mutas became a problem because of the regen, and then they gave them Anion Pulse Crystals to respond to that. And that was part of this one.
It is.
I'm just saying, that seems like a Hello Kitty Band-Aid to me. Just kidding.
Alright, well, as far as unit wars go, there's so many more Phoenix for Drogo. If he recognizes this and just goes, I mean, it's going to be a pretty good spot, but at the same time, it's up for Harstem. It doesn't take much to blow up a Phoenix, so both of them have to be very quick and in and out of these fights.
This is where the range really works out for Harstem. If PtitDrogo ever pounces on him, it doesn't matter, but as long as Harstem is controlling, he'll have the range upgrade for the next, like, 20 seconds, right? And then they can go back to trying to guess, like, instead of how many flappy wings are flapping, it's like how many
jet streams are streaming.
Yeah, how many jet streams are streaming. There you go.
Actually, this would be a bit of a freebie.
Yeah, and it's not done yet. Well, now it's done.
It's like watching 2 streamers go at it. They're just giving each other donations. Total amount of things so far, 13-13. So Harstem's managed to even it up. So I'm going to start off with that second Stargate much later.
What did you say that Todd said about like the upgrades? That they don't matter unless you
I
play
don't know.
+3?
I don't care.
What? Sorry. But they like in Phoenix versus Phoenix, they don't really matter until they get like all the way up to like maxed out upgrades. Otherwise, it's not like
It's because they already hit so hard. It's hard to get over that cap of you know,
yeah.
you only need 4 hits instead of 5 hits or whatever. Zealots are a little bit different because they're early game versus low health units. Phoenix are a lot different because they're like mid game units against other mid game health units. But still, the upgrades will help, if nothing else, at least shoot things that they pick up a little bit quicker so they can get back to fighting sooner.
That's true. Oh, this is a forced engagement, and PtitDrogo is not winning.
It's actually going to be an even fight so far. Harstem's Stalkers aren't actually adding that much to this.
But overall, look at the supply.
Yeah, Drogo is just down in a big way. And Harstem looks like he may have found a way to get back into the series, but for now, despite the fact that he's got to eat Phoenix, what can he really do with them? Cannons are going to come down. There'll be a static defense somewhere. Yeah, there's cannons over here too. There's no way he can really utilize or take advantage of the fact that he came out so far ahead in that Phoenix war, sadly. He just simply removed the Phoenixes from play. Still producing 3 at a time, though, so not letting up on this. Either expecting round 2 or wants to Graviton beam up everything. I think everything sounds fine. It's a PvP. Yeah. It's not going to be that much. It's not like there's Terran where there's 50 Marines. There's going to be like 4 Stalkers and a fake Archon.
What is the Archon? I guess the Archon will scare the Phoenix from like diving on top of the Stalker. I guess it was in the end a cool move. It buys him a little more time to survive, but he's still down by 30 army supply. Almost 10 probes. His only choice would be get to actual Archons, which he's trying to.
Oh, grab what probes he can. Drogo is down to workers once again.
Number 20. These Phoenix is getting out of control, but Harstem is not going to just try and almost BM his opponent by mass Phoenixing. He stopped finally, going into Mortals and Charge and whatnot.
I feel like Blink is not a late game option for good reason, even if you're chasing around these cuttlefish or whatever they're called.
These cuttlefish.
What would you call, like, I mean, what does a Phoenix look like to you? I don't know, it's a fish, right?
No.
Well, what does it look like? It doesn't look like a Phoenix. I know we went over this on stream before.
It just looks like an airplane. I don't know. Like
I think they look like fish. You don't think they look like fish?
The only fish I can think of is the ones that like kind of glide. You know, they have like a really big like wingspan.
Oh, like the mantas or whatever?
No, not like that. Though. There's like these really pretty fish that they can kind of glide when they jump out of water, but they're not. Fucking... You know what? I'll look it up.
Okay. Real Archons coming into play for both players. It's weird to look at those upgrades right now because Harstem is working on that +2, but
they're called flying fish, Rifkin.
Oh, and what do they do?
They look like a flying fish. They do both.
They dig underground, you say?
Oh my god.
They walk on the surface of the water, you say?
Shut up.
Okay, so Harstem's army actually looks pretty beast mode. Double the supply, but also just so many zealots. Oh, looks like they do have charge.
Oh, let's like wrap around them.
Yeah, good game, well played. Harstem will tie up the series 1-1, and I think that's every game so far today. We get ourselves the ace.